What's up, good people? I am back in full effect. Baddies is back. Baddies going wild. Baddies Africa. We're gonna talk about it all. Child, I've been feeling a little bit better. I have been through a whole ordeal. That's why I have been gone for so long. But I did want to come back, and I wanted to give y'all a shout out, and I wanted to talk about baddies. I'm gonna talk about baddies going wild, and then I'm also gonna talk about baddies Africa. But let's talk about baddies Africa while we here. Child. So yesterday I watched BaDDIES Africa. I wasn't even sure if I was going to come back and review BaDDIES at all because after last season it left such a bad taste in my mouth. I was just like, ew, I don't know if I want to watch this anymore. Too much wild stuff going on for me. And I'm not judging anybody. No, because it's entertainment for me too, child. We all here. Yeah, but anyway, let's talk about BaDDIES. That's BaDDIES Africa. So, first, I want to start off by saying that they did way too much talking for me. Literally almost like an hour of talking. I was like, what are we doing here? This is way too much talking. Natalie was doing too much explaining. That argument between her and Scottie, I was just like, what are we really doing here? What are we really talking about? Let's get down to, apples and apples. Let's make it make sense. I was not feeling what they was dishing out. It was too much talking. Natalie looked a horrible mess. Scottie looked a mess. The best person, and I can't even believe I'm saying this out of my mouth, the person that looked the best out of all three of them sitting there having that conversation was Rolly. Her earrings was cute. Her outfit was cute. The makeup was it was given. And I can't even believe I'm saying that because y'all already know I am not a Rolly's fan. But she looked the best out of all of them sitting at that table, that trio. So as we already know, Biggie is on timeout, child, which she needs to just be off the show. Just kick her off the show. Anna is rolling solo because Taseki is not here. So let's see how she gonna try to be big and bad. But child, I'm here for the beat downs. Get her. Okay? Get her. I don't condone violence. I'm here for it. Who else? We're gonna talk about Tinka is having a baby, so she's out. Who else? Yeah, and the people who's supposed to be there is the people who's supposed to be there. The people who's not supposed to be there, they ain't supposed to be there, child. They are not supposed to be there. The big three is back. Lex, Dolly, Summer. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with Summer, child, because one minute she getting on my nerves, the next minute I'm cracking up, the next minute I'm with her, the next minute I'm not, because she getting on my nerves and she inserting herself into business that don't need to be inserted in. Okay? So we just gonna roll with that. So the big three is back, and we got a new big three. Pretty P, Ivory, and Diamond. Child, I want to see how that works out because for some reason Diamond and Ivory got really, really cool because now they talk about they ride or die. They all on the internet talking about they all for one another. That's how they tag teaming, and then Pretty P and Ivory got really cool too. So now they the new trio. But we'll see how that works out because I'm hearing through the grapevine that Diamond left early. Not Diamond. Pretty P left early because she had some family issues, so she left early. But I can't even front. BaDDIES Africa started out with a bang. The trailers was really hitting. It was overload for me before the show actually started yesterday because all of those trailer drops and all of the beefs back and forth online, I cannot be bothered. I follow what's been going on with the beefs and stuff through another channel, but me personally, I can't really report on all of that stuff because it gets annoying after a while. Them back and forths like Anna and Stunner Girl back and forth. So, but yeah, BaDDIES Africa. The dialogue was way too much. They was talking way too long. I feel like it was drawn out. It didn't need to be drawn out. Y'all drop that in the comments and let me know if y'all feel the same way. I feel like they were talking about a lot of nothingness. That recap we did not need. We didn't need that recap from last season. We sat through it. It was literally like 2 weeks ago. We sat through it. We already knew what happened. We was not happy at what happened. We didn't need that recap. They could have done out. That song that Natalie got, that new song, child, put that one back in the drawer. You don't even need to bring that one out. You should have stuck with the other one because the other one was banging. This new one right here It's not it, child. It's not it. You trying to be a rapper now because you see all of these girls that come on your show, they moving, they making moves with their music and stuff like that. You're not a musician. You should have stuck with the first song, because this song is not that great, child. It's not that great. Put it back in the catalog. Pull back out the other song, okay? Because I don't want to hear that stupid song the whole season. No, at all. So we got Natalie, Rolly, and Scottie talking, arguing. Rolly is pretty much neutral, so it's Natalie and Scottie arguing back and forth about the BaDDIES chain that Scottie put on her dog, and then it made it seem like Natalie gave it to her. Scottie literally said, and they rolled the clip, it was in your room, it was in her room, they took it from her room, blah 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 blah. People was hitting, Natalie say people was hitting her up, talking about how they didn't get their BaDDIES chain, blah blah blah, but the dog got a chain, da 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 da. So it was an issue. I feel like Natalie is reaching because she wants to smoke with Scottie this season. Natalie pulling out all the stops because she want all the smoke. Because people were saying even with her not really being in the show last season, she was still pulling the strings, and she was. You could clearly tell. You could clearly tell that Rolly and Diamond was fighting because Natalie put a battery in Rolly's back. Right? Scottie was doing too much because she wanted to be seen last season, and Natalie didn't like it. Scottie was really acting like she holds the keys to everything last season, and I didn't like it either. We don't need to see Taseki because Taseki was boring the crap out of me. I mean, I still like her to an extent, but she was boring the crap out of me, so we don't really need to see her again, and I'm all right with that. Bring Krishan back, like I said last time. Bring Krishan back if she needs to be brought back, because we need something. But it seems like this season the big three is gonna turn it up, because I heard Lex is running through Africa with these new girls. But let's talk about the new girls. I don't know how I feel about the new girls, and I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I really don't know how I feel about the new girls. They had 2 separate buses, and I didn't think I liked anybody on any one of those buses. The girl who was talking about how people applied online and got through online, you're corny. You deserve that beat down. The big girl who beat her down, I feel like she's dusty and insecure, and she gonna try to be. Oh, that's the wrong show, child. I'm done mixed up these daggone shows, child. I mixed up the shows. They didn't really show. Girl, let me reel it back. They didn't really show the new girls of BaDDIES Africa yet. I'll say that. They showed the new girls of BaDDIES Gone Wild. That's why I mixed up the shows. But next episode, that's when they're gonna show the new girls of BaDDIES in Africa. I don't know. I'm gonna see how I feel. But then we did a whole scene with Diamond, Ivory, and Pretty P. Ain't nobody really ready about Pretty P. Even though Pretty P brings the smoke, nobody's not really worried about her right now. But they was doing a whole sit down thing with the big three, and then Diamond, Ivory, and Pretty P. The big three, the original big three, came in on go. Pretty P came in, squared up with Ivory. I don't know. Argue with me in the comments if you want to. But Pretty P was hanging in there with Ivory. They was really going like blow for blow for blow. Overall, I feel like Ivory did get the upper hand because of the way she looked after the fact. But she was still getting in there with Ivory. And she initiated the fight with Ivory. So she already knew what she was getting into coming in. So I give her points for that. But child, Pretty P is fragile. Literally like super fragile. And I feel like why I keep mixing these girls up? Dolly is super fragile. And I feel like Dolly needs to just chillax, because she doing too much, and she be on injury reserve the whole season. We're gonna see Dolly going to the hospital again probably this season, because her face was lumped up when Ivory got off of her. She looked like child, what is that movie with that? Was it The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Like she looked like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, child, when they pan the camera back on her. Summer was fighting with Diamond. Diamond dusted Summer, which I knew was gonna happen anyway. Even though Diamond can't really fight to me, I knew she was gonna dust Summer. She stepped up her game, but it's the weight class that's kind of like more so than anything. I didn't like the exchange that Pretty P had with Lex. Pretty P was clearly trying to jump in, and Lex was a little bit hesitant, and I don't know what happened there. I don't know how that worked out. I don't know what happened there. I feel like if y'all gonna get it popping, I feel like all of y'all should have got it popping. I feel like Lex should have stole on Pretty P, because Pretty P was literally bopping Dolly. So I feel like Lex didn't do anything in this whole session. She was carrying shoes at the end. And then they did take Pretty P's purse, Summer, and then all of that stuff that she was saying online, the fact that they stole her Rolex, the fact that they stole her BaDDIES chain, the video where Dolly was saying she got the BaDDIES chain, that all did transpire because we seen it in this episode. So I feel like that was whack for them to take her stuff. And then I think next episode she'd throw it in the water or in the pond or whatever. And I feel like, girl, you got to pay for that. If that's a real rollie, she need to pay for that. But at the end of the day, I feel like Lex didn't get down at all, and she should have bopped Pretty P to an extent, because they was all jumping in. Because once Dolly and Ivory got it popping, Pretty P kind of jumped in, Summer kind of jumped on Diamond, and it was vice versa. And then Lex was standing there holding the bag. And I felt like Lex dropped the ball. But then she running through him, so I don't know. I'm here for it this season. I just wanted to do a quick video, do a quick recap, and yeah, because I want to get y'all, I want to check y'all temperature and see what y'all feeling about this season of BaDDIES in Africa, and what y'all felt about the first episode, because I felt like the dialogue was too long and drawn out. It was too much. So we're gonna move on to Natalie, Stunner Girl, and Anha. And Anha came in on go. Me, I'm here for the beat down. Initially, when they was doing all that talking back and forth online, Anha talking about she beat up Natalie and she beat up Stunner Girl 4 times. She dogged her, blah, 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 whatever. I'm to the point where after watching the last 2 seasons, I don't believe anything these girls say at all online before I see it with my own eyes. Because 2 seasons ago, Anna, Biggie, and all of them was online. What's her name? Camilla. All of them was online talking about how they stood on business and they beat on the reunion. And the only person that stood on business at that reunion was Taseki. Everybody else was looking like a fool, running around looking like a fool. One had a cape on looking like a fool. One was rolling on the floor looking like a fool. Camilla. You know what I'm saying? So they was all lying. Last season, the reason why I more so didn't believe nothing that they say, and I felt like everything they be saying now when they come online after the reunion and after the show, before the show airs and all that stuff, is catfish. Because Ivory got online and said that she beat Mel up, she won all of her fades at the reunion, and she beat Dolly up. Like, she got online saying all of this stuff, and she did sneak Dolly. Dolly was hanging in there with her a little bit. Mel and her didn't even fight. Mel and Ivory did not even fight. Mel left. And then they was like, oh, she ran like a punk. She didn't run. She walked away. The car door was open. She was still popping it. She just didn't go in, because I felt like all of them would have tried to attack her if she went in. So it was valid, right? So I don't believe nothing that Ivory say either when it comes to that. I feel like they all catfishing. Anna Mac got online talking about she did this to Stunner Girl, she did that to Stunner Girl, she did this to Natalie, she did that to Natalie. The only thing, I don't believe anything that Anna says. Anna be lying when it comes to fights, because she also said that she beat up Summer 4 times that episode, and Summer wabopped her, drug her all over the place. Even the last episode, she drug her and flung her all over the place. So Anna Mac be lying. So I don't believe anything they say until I see it with my own eyes. So now that it aired, the session with Natalie, Stunner Girl, and Anna Mac, we see that Anna did beat up Natalie. Child, I was surprised. She wabopped Natalie, and all Natalie was doing was grabbing for hair. or whatever. But she bop at Natalie. So I believe you now. But I still need to see the fight between you and Stunner Girl, because it looked like Stunner Girl put her weight on you, child. And I don't care for Anha at all. Ever since the jumping and all of the other foolishness that she got going on and the back and forth online, I don't care for her. I don't get in my comments. If y'all her fans, I don't really care. Don't get in my comments and say nothing. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Go argue with your mama. But yeah, with all of the shenanigans that she got going on back and forth, and then the fact that she was saying how Summer inserted herself into everybody's beef, was she was doing the same thing. Literally, Anha and Summer is the same person. One is just dark skin, one is just Puerto Rican, one is just tall, one is just short. They're the same person. So I don't like the fact that she said that she didn't like Summer because Summer kept inserting herself in everybody's business, but you was doing the same thing. So now, and you pop a lot, and I feel like not enough people was popping you. And I feel like you ducking that faith with Lex at the reunion. Lex should drag you every chance she get. So I'm here for the Stunner Girl dragging, and I hope she dragged you good. We'll see. Because Stunner Girl said that she don't talk. She ain't talking. She gonna let the show speak for itself. And she dragged you too. They both popping it. So we're gonna see how that play out, because may the best shit talker win, because they was both talking it, both popping it, both saying that they beat up one another. So we'll see next episode, I think on Sunday coming up, we'll see. So I was here for that session, but Anha was on go, and I felt like Natalie should have been on go, because she bopped her, child. She bopped her down, child. Boop 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 boop. She was ready. And I feel like Natalie wasn't ready. She caught you slipping, girl. She caught you slipping. Now, and it's a shame that everybody gonna be saying poor little Anha beat you up the whole season, child. The whole season. I could just hear it in my head. But I'm here for it. It was a good little something this Sunday. I'm waiting for next episode, because I can't wait to see when they first come out and they getting jiggy with it. All you see is Summer little self run over to somebody, and I'm like, Jesus, it starts already. And then I'm here for all the big Lex fights this season, because child, did you see what she did to that girl? She popped her one good time, and that girl hit the flow. Child, that girl was lumped and bumped up. Anyway, I'm here for it. Y'all drop that in the comments, and y'all let me know if y'all here for it too, because I am 100% here for the shenanigans this season. But what I will say is, for some reason in my spirit, I feel like BaDDIES is not gonna last, because they turned this into like a something like Zeus, where they just really fighting and it's not really much going on. Yes, they go into these exotic countries, and but they're not really doing, I don't know. They showed them giving away stuff in Africa and getting sentimental and stuff like that, but with all of the bickering and fighting and carrying on, it's not resonating. But we'll see how it goes, child. But I'm here for the beat downs. I'm 100% here for the beat downs. I wish Lex could get a hold of Anha again. And then I'm hearing that Biggie is actually Natalie actually fired Biggie and fired Anha. But we'll see, because I didn't see it. But we'll see, child. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Here for it. Y'all drop that in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. And we're gonna discuss, because I'll be back next week, and I'm gonna try to find some new shows to do. I don't know what I'm gonna put. I probably put, because I've been doing a lot. And I don't know if I want to share everything that I've been doing, because this channel is pretty much dedicated to show reviews. I don't know if I want to put all the other stuff that I do on this channel. We'll see. I don't know, because I don't have room to make another channel. But yeah, we'll see. We're gonna discuss. If y'all feel some kind of way, air it out in the comments and below, and I will see y'all next week. Peace.